Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and I am with my co-host, my beautiful friend, Nintendogen64.
Beautiful?
Yeah, you're looking very flash today, you're looking very nice.
Thank you very much, thank you.
It's just a normal day, but looking nice.
I have a bit of a haircut.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's all it's in.
That's the only noticeable thing about Angus today, and it's been a little bit of time since we've done a weekly roundup, but...
Well, we haven't had a tournament to round up weekly.
New tournament, who dis?
Who dis? Yeah, so we've got the Super Gex League. It's started about a week ago, and what a great week we've had for, especially for Gex. You know, it's exceeded my Gex expectations.
Absolutely.
It's shot to the stars. We've had so many people engaged in the tournament like never before. Big league. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it has been really good, and it's in terms of the races, we've got a really an ideal amount of races up to analyze now.
Exactly.
With the hecticness of ISGP 2, where there was potentially like 21 races going up a week, like almost basically a full block going up every week.
Yeah. So just in case you weren't aware of this, we had in ISGP 2, we had 4 blocks, A, B, C, D, 4 groups, and we had 9 people in each group. And there was 35 plus races to do in each group.
That's right.
And that's insane. This time we only have 7 blocks, two blocks of 7 people, which means 21 races per block, which means only 42 races in total CrystalFissure
That's right.
have to be done, which is actually infinitely smaller than last one.
It is, and that's how math works when you just exponentially add one person to a group. It just makes it so confusing.
Exactly. If you added, for instance, if you added an extra person to the 2 blocks, you'd have to do 14 more races.
That's right.
For 2 people.
Just for 2
Think
people.
about that.
And it's really good though because it gives us an opportunity to talk about the matches a little bit more in depth and the way that the standings are working. And with less people, it means, you know, more potential chance that you can knock yourself out.
Exactly.
So let's start off with
A block.
Yes, that's my block.
Your block.
That's my block.
It's a
well,
block.
you know what? I say it's my block, but it isn't. It is the block of one
Lucas Bolton. And they're finally living up to the name Bolton. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As in Bolt being quick.
Oh yes.
Like a bolt, Lucas Bolt, like a bolt of lightning even. Lucas Bolton charging ahead, surging ahead in A block. Tell him, CrystalFissure.
I will tell him. I will tell him that he's won 2 races, defeated me, a host, and as a former. I like to say, I just say Gex champion.
You were the Gex champion.
Yeah, it's like I don't think people.
Although, if you watch the footage, I only lost because of RNG.
Oh yeah, so that everyone says that. Everyone says that. Subpix, I'm sure, is a similar case. Yeah. But yes, he handily defeated me. Absolutely destroyed me. It was embarrassing.
I wanted to call 911. It was an assault.
It was. We originally did a Gex 1 race and. That was a lot more going my way, but then we basically reached the time limit. I don't think this is going to be the first time limit issue we reach in World
Super Gex League.
World Gex League.
Super Gex League.
World Gex League, the World Super Gex League. But anyway, he also was able to defeat Yogamonyo.
He was.
Yes, again, I may have been the champion of IS8, but really the real champion of IS8 was Yogamonyo.
Yogamonyo.
Unreal at Gex 2.
Hashtag gone too soon from IS8.
Yeah, absolutely gone too soon. And in that tournament, of course, it is now a new day. They were not doing Gex 2, they actually did Gex 3. And again, Lucas, quite good, quite formidable at Gex 3. So guys, I reckon in terms of Group A, I know this will be putting it out there. I'm thinking my fellow Group A guys, let's ask him to do a Gex 1. I reckon might be a chance.
Lucas Bolton is on a roll right now. Like looking at that A block, he's beaten some of the top contenders.
Yeah.
He's beaten some of the 2 people I would have thought were absolute contenders for this tournament.
That's right.
He's already beaten in the first week. And now we have people like Amelia and Muddy and Brandon Black and Meteora Girl and Dan Panther. These people have to stop him. You have to stop Lucas Bolton.
That's right. He is the man to beat. And yeah, so we have Brandon Black with the loss to Meteora Girl. Meteora Girl winning the first match recorded for Super Gex League.
The Brandon Black Meteora Girl saga continues, and now they are 1 win apiece. Of course, Brandon Black got the win in Orb Struggle.
That's right.
Meteora Girl avenging her loss to him in Super Gex League. I hope this rivalry continues. It's very fun.
I think so. I hope it continues both in the ring and outside of the ring and in the speedrunning sphere. The game sphere. And we also, so Yogamonyo with a loss. So that means that Brandon Black and Yogamonyo are at the bottom of the the table. But I think Yogamonyo is absolutely, down but not out, that's for sure.
Yogamonyo, that Angus looking motherfucker is gonna come back.
He is.
He's gonna come back strong.
Hashtag, yeah.
Strong.
And I'm really interested to see Muddy Maestro and Amelia get on the board. Muddy Maestro has not touched the series in a long time, but he's still pretty good.
And we must remember, Muddy Maestro defeated me in Gex 3.
That's right.
And I was a grand finalist in the original Gex tournament, IAS 8. I was a grand finalist. He defeated me. So Muddy Maestro, keep your eyes peeled.
Brandon Black as well, I'd like to see. I'm curious to see. Probably my most looking forward to Brandon Black match I'm looking forward to is probably Brandon Black versus Amelia.
Yes.
I think that'll be quite funny. But that wraps up, so it's Lucas, then myself, and then Meteora Girl, basically. That's the way it's...
Yeah, well, CrystalFissure will have edited a fancy graphic on it.
Yes, that's right, exactly.
I hope he does anyway.
I hope, maybe I will.
Otherwise he's a liar.
Maybe I won't.
If he doesn't, put the word liar on the screen.
Yeah, but that would be me putting my own word. Okay, well, we'll see. Now, B block.
My block.
Your block.
Best
again.
block. So I started B block with an absolute disaster. First race done again for the tournament, much like ISGP. I lost to Lucara 44 in a race that actually, I think if you watch it, he almost set the standard for what the Gex 2 kind of speedruns are going to look like.
Yeah.
Because him and I had a very good race.
Yeah.
He beat me by, not a huge amount, but even though I played very well, he played extraordinarily. And I think we may have uncovered our early favorite for the tournament.
Yeah, I think honestly, looking at it, if you look at the Gex 2 skill and the way that they talk about the game and on the server and all that kind of thing, it's an early prediction. It is Lucas and Luke.
Yeah,
Those two guys, and if they face off, it's very most likely going to be in the final.
Yeah, well,
it's going to be incredible.
Well, I mean, we haven't explained this yet. We'll leave it to the end, but we'll talk about how round 2 will work because that's already been formulated.
Yes.
But let's continue. What else is happening in B block, CrystalFissure?
Well, we've had Dan Defanta play 3 races.
Oh yeah, sorry,
3 races.
Dan Defenda's in B block. I for some reason said he was in B block.
Yeah,
he's in B block.
Dan Defanta.
I don't know why I said that.
Dan Defanta has played 3. He's won 1 and he's lost 2. So, but again, down but not out because he actually has even another race recorded. And he's a kind of go-getter that I really appreciate because he's willing to basically do any race. Like
he'll do anything. He'll get on his hands and knees for Super Gex League.
Apparently. I don't know why because it's a console game, but he's one of my favorite competitors in that. Yeah, whatever. If you want to organize a race with Dan Defanta, he will get you. He has no qualms for doing it.
I am very excited for the explosion of Triple D, by the way, because we know Dan Defanta will have to race TK.
Yeah, that's right.
He will have to race TK.
That's right.
And that will maybe he won't be such a go-getter after his race.
That's right. And you've got to race your triple Death Triangle. Triple Death Triangle? Death Triangle Brethren, Fromont, who is, I've heard rumors, is extremely good at Gex.
Look. Death Triangle is real, and Death Triangle will continue to be real no matter what happens.
And that's the thing.
It doesn't matter what happens.
Unlike Triple D,
yeah.
like the competitive competition between you and Fraser, you guys respect each other so much as people.
And this is the thing, right? Fraser, I love you, buddy. We're gonna get through this race. You and me. And then what's gonna happen? The 3 of us, Death Triangle. I gotta come after those Classic Trios Championships.
That's right, we're gonna get it back.
In Gex. That's right, we're gonna beat him in Gex.
Oh my god.
I reckon we can do it. You're a Gex champ, I'm a Gex...
Runner-up.
Runner-up, I'm excellent, I'm Gexcellent.
You're Gexcellent.
Fraser's good at Gex now. I reckon we can do it.
Now, the next person on the table is a guy by the name of Nick, or should I say, Charity Royale.
Whoa, hold on a second. He wasn't in my block when I started.
No, he wasn't in your block. What happened?
What happened to Gecko 1993?
Gecko 1993.
Tell me about this guy.
I don't think was aware, because he will not watch this. I don't think he was aware that the way that these tournaments work is you face multiple people in multiple races. He sent me a message saying, like, something along the lines of, when's the race? I'm like, It's 6 races that you've got to do.
It's a lot of races.
And then he's, even though he's selected on the board that he was available and no absences.
No absences.
His family and friends have changed his life and now he can't be available. So unfortunately, Gecko1993 is out. However, he said that he wants to give the series some more Gex exposure by doing a video retrospective about Gex. So, looking forward to that. I'll put a link to Gecko1993's channel in the description. Okay? And you can watch that. It's going to be great fun.
Gex exposure.
Honestly, go check out Gecko1993. He's a real one. He may be down, but you know what? We've brought in Charity Royale, who again, one of the more organized guys.
Yeah,
He's fantastic.
I said to Charity Royale, I said, look, let me figure out. He wants to do Gex 3 with me.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I'm going to do Gex 3 with Charity Royale.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you going to do with Gex 3? I said, look, let me figure out Gex 3. Gex 3 is a minefield. It's a minefield.
Yeah.
What else? We got Toto Zigum, the ISGP champion, has lost.
That's right.
He's dropped a race.
He played. He faced. Gave Danta his first Danta's first win, and also Charity Royale beat Danta as well in our first Game Boy Color game, which is going to be a lot of fun. Just spoiler alert, there's some fun ones coming up. But with Toto, I think when he actually played the speed running against Danta, I think he'd only played it for like less than a day.
And you know what?
No experience.
That race was what I like to call Toto annihilation.
That's right. Except not him annihilating, him getting annihilated.
Him being annihilated.
Yeah.
The other thing too, does Danta Phantom now qualify for an ISGP championship shot because he defeated the champ?
That's a great question.
We'll see what happens when the block ends, because I think if we're gonna have Toto dropping races left, right, and center, we need to see who's gonna top the block.
Yeah.
You know, if Danta Phantom tops the block and he's beaten Toto, then I think that could be a very good.
That's true, but I think to not go too in depth with it. Classic is more the one that's based around the extracurricular or sort of the non-Spyro games, whereas I don't think you can justify giving absolutely everyone that beats Toto a Spyro title.
Not everyone, but I feel like if you're, if he's the champ, right? He's the champ. I know he's not the world speedrunning champion, but Toto represents the ISGP brand. He carries us on his shoulder. If he's dropping races left, right, and center, then you have to. The question of his skill is brought into question. It's brought into doubt.
His skill, guy that's ever played the game.
Yes.
He really needs to be held to such a high standard.
I just expect him to be good at everything.
You can't.
I expect.
You can't.
So yes, that's pretty much B block. B block is good. B block is great. If I had to rank it, I'd give it an 8. A block is pretty good too. With that being said, I think early, I think recently we've been waiting super late into the rounds before we actually reveal how the second rounds are going to work. But we're going to talk about that now. Because I feel like that explanation should occur right now. So it's not going to be a mystery who your opponent is in round 2.
No, it's very obvious.
It's very obvious. We're going to do a simple situation. We have 2 blocks. Top 4 from each block go through. First from A plays 4th from B.
Right.
Second from A plays 3rd from B.
Right.
Third from A plays 2nd from B. 4th from A plays 1st from B.
Yes.
Very simple.
You repeated it twice, even though you already knew from 1 to 4 and 2 to 3. But go ahead.
Exactly. So your placement on the ranking, on your ranking on the table at the end of round 1, will be very important, because if Lucas Bolton wins, you do not want to finish 4th place in A block, because then you're gonna have to race Lucas Bolton. That's right. Same if Luke wins. So really, even though you go through if you finish in the top 4, you kind of, it's important where you finish. Because they'll determine who you face against in round 2. And the round 2 is the semi-finals, and if you lose round 2, you're done.
Yes.
And only the top 4 from round 2 will go through.
That's right, because this is not like a second chance thing, this is not like a classic league type thing. Super Gex League by its nature is a smaller tournament, and we want to get straight to brass tacks, because the thing is, the skill level at the top is looking like it's going to be really good.
Exactly.
So I'm really excited. I'm glad to kind of bring it back to a more almost ISGP 1 style, where it's like you go in, you do your round 2, and then boom, here we go.
Exactly. It's very similar to ISGP 1, in fact.
Except with 7 people, it makes it a real tough race to get in.
Exactly. So only 6 people of the 14-person field will be eliminated from round 1.
That's right.
So more than half of the people.
I guess it's a good point. Yeah. So I guess more than ISGP 2 actually.
Yeah.
So more chance of making it through. but at the top it's going to be a real tight race. And I've really enjoyed the races so far, and I can't wait to see more Game Boy Color.
Yes.
I'm glad that it's not just been all Gex 2. It's been predominantly Gex 2, which is natural because I think it is the best of the three originals.
But CrystalFissure, we don't even know what the grand final will be yet.
No.
It might not even be Gex 2.
That's right. And do you plan on doing any Game Boy Color games? Are you excited for that?
I've not really contemplated this, but I'm assuming I will have to do it at some point.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun in the worst kind of way.
Yeah, I really want to get stuck into Gex 1 because I feel like a lot of people hate Gex 1, but I quite like it. I don't know, I would really like Gex 1, but I haven't played Gex 1 in like 8 years or something, so it's been a long time, since IS 8.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad we're back into Gex. I'm excited. We'll look forward to seeing what happens in week 2 of the tournament.
Hopefully by my...
I'm looking to get a couple more wins on the board.
That's right, and meet myself too. But actually, so I guess by the way that it's traveling, hopefully another 8 or so races will be uploaded and done between the next roundup, which will now be for this tournament Thursday. That's the way it's going to work. However, as well, we have had a few questions just because of, in light of the our partner server, our partners. The Disney Dash has began. And their tournament is going on at the same time their round 1. So some people have said, when is the deadline?
Yes.
And the deadline we're going to put tentatively is the 8th of November. And that is not to have every single race done, but we want to have a majority done, and you must have a time organized by the 8th. So if you have to do one on the 9th or 10th, that's fine. Yes. But you need to have everything organized by the 8th of November.
Exactly. Please do it, guys. Be a champ like we are, and get your races done.
Yep.
And we'll see you, I guess, in the next couple of days. We'll see if the races go up. We'll look forward to round week 2 of Super Gex League. And as we always say, farewell for now, but not forever. Goodbye and good night. Bang.